made it no surprise that Yume Nikki is one of my favorite games. I mean, Metatsuki is my backlog PFP currently. One of my favorite things about the game are all the various effects you can collect. While most of these are just for cosmetics and looks, some of these can greatly help you during your travels. While how much an effect helps you is the biggest factor, how you receive it, how it looks, and all those sweet lore implications can also help it in the ranking. I figured this is a good refresher from all the Sonic and retro games I have and will be posting. So it'll be nice to do a more laid-back video. With all that said, let's begin. I made an F tier purely for this effect because holy cannoli, getting this effect is so annoying without an effect coming up because you have to deal with the terrain again, a lot of them, in such a short space. Well, at least it was worth it, right? The severed head decreases your speed, making it effectively worse to play with it equipped. Cool, glad I went through all that for nothing. The only positive to it is that you can use the same glitch with the bike with the severed head to make Metatsuki slower, which is neat, I guess. Other than that, completely worthless. You can't see it, but this makes Metatsuki squish when she walks. I mostly forgot this effect exists, but at least it's not a downgrade. I hate this looks effect a lot, and all it does is change the color of a setting, which I didn't know that until researching this video. Like with Squish, pretty useless, but it doesn't make the game worse to play. Is it just me, or does the demon effect look a lot more like the caveman effect? Like, yeah, American depictions are different than Japanese depictions of demons, but that's just that skirt. Anyway, pretty harmless, and I like that Rubber Ross gives you the effect. I like that it's very clearly a wig she's wearing. You can interpret it as Metatsuki not happy with her looks and wanting to change it, so bonus points for appealing to game theory. Pretty funny, but blonde girls are mean. Pretty much all that applied with blonde hair, but now it's an emoji, so that's better. Yeah, this one just makes me feel bad for Metatsuki. By far the saddest effect in the game, but she still looks like a huggable IMO. I wonder how you feel about the imposter from Danganronpa. Sorry, off topic. I love the guy who gives you this effect. He's just a wacky towel in the desert. Like, what's he even doing there? A lot of people give him a lot of flack for being hard to find, and to an extent I agree, but if you have a map, he's pretty fun. As for the effect, Metatsuki is cute in a towel. I like her sneeze. By far the most missed potential in the game. I love the trip you take to get it. Going to this flowery field after walking on the stairway to heaven is cool, considering this headband symbolizes death in Japan. And it's pretty showing considering equipping this headband turns you invisible. But, like, they don't really do anything with that. Hey, well, writing this, I realize this game has 2 ghost theme effects, which is cool, alright? Still, I want to go through walls you can go through, so that'd be so cool. Metatsuki still looks cute though, so. I like the sounds the flute makes, but useless otherwise. The other ghost effect I mentioned, an entry ago. I like finding this ghost more. He looks so comfy in the sewers. Also, No Face Metatsuki is spoopy, and I like that. I adore everything about the small person effect. The gnome is such a goober. Look at him running around. Like with Towel, he's fun to nab if you know what you're doing, which makes him fun on repeat playthroughs. The effect itself is pretty fun and small. Not only does it make Metatsuki tiny, but you can also multiply yourself by 7. It's so fun marching around with the dreamscape with 7 of you. The small effect is just cute and charming. While the frog effect may not be the best Yume Nikki effect, it makes up that for how memorable it is. You see, while everyone does have their own unique story on Yume Nikki, the frog feels like it was made to be the first effect you find. This is the only effect in the game where there are 2 ways to collect it. I always get it the quick way in Forest World, but kudos to the people who get it in the dense woods. The effect itself is very cute, and I like how it speeds you up in water. For as much as I love the idea and design for the hand effect, I'll admit I didn't use it as I probably should have. I don't know, waking myself up is just easier than equipping the hand and using it. Still, I love its design on it. A lot. Okay, I'm sorry, but this video has just been me calling Metatsuki cute, but she's so adorable holding that umbrella. The rain that comes with it makes some parts of the game, particularly the forest, a vibe. Cool stuff. Like with many of these effects, the cat effect, while being cool in concept, gets undermined for having a cooler brother. I still really love it a lot, though. The effect's really fun in Neon World, especially, where it's fun to just spam the button and have everyone come towards you. Speaking of, I've heard a lot of people complain that the sound it makes is loud and annoying, and while it doesn't bother me personally, I can see how it annoys some people. Still, fun and cute. Once again, I like this effect purely because it is cute. You can switch to a broomstick as well. There's also a cool Easter egg where you can fly across the city in one section, so that's cool. Much like the witch effect, the hat and scarf effect has a cool secret where if it snows, you can turn yourself into a snowman. It's a very cool secret. It's a very cool secret in this chill game that freezes my icy heart. I'm sorry. Natsuki should really have her hair down more often. Not the best long hair effect, but still really cute. Way more useful than cat effect, especially when dealing with the Torin again. There is also Monica, one of the most infamous yume nikki secrets, activated by this effect. Just a really charming effect. The best effect out of the manipulating NPCs effect trilogy. Why manipulate them when you can get rid of them entirely? Okay, I need to talk about by far the most missed potential in this game. So, around where you can find the faceless effect, there's this blob, and if you stab it, it makes a face. Now, my issue here is, why can't you use the headband effect to bypass him? That would be the perfect use for it. There's a lot of places in Yume Nikki you can stab but not kill, so why can't we use the headband effect to check if anything's cool there? Can you imagine how crazy the lore would go of the duo of used effects, or something to kill a person and something to represent death to bypass it? That would go so hard. Random tangent aside, good for getting locations quicker. See, with other effects where it's useful once, the lamp's used frequently enough to justify its S tier placement. You can't just enter one of the main worlds without it. Like, come on. The lamp's just a really useful effect that I think they used well. This effect has my favorite design out of all of the effects in Yume Nikki. The lovely white dress combined with the long blue hair and red eyes makes for a really lovely looking effect. The effect is also useful for generating snow, which is also useful for getting the snowman secret with the hat and scarf effect. And yeah, well, some worlds have more aura with the rain, but a lot of worlds are really cool with snow. Even though the design carries it, I still love this effect, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, you all saw this coming. Look, I think Madatsuki's speed isn't that bad, especially in the early game, but that's the thing here. This could be the first effect you collect. While not the frog effect easy, all you have to do is hold right in the monkey painting world, and boom, speed increasement. It's so fun to just move with this thing, and by far the easiest glitch I've ever done in a video game. You can go even faster. Although Snow Woman has my favorite design, the bike has a beat in terms of use. But that's what I love about Yume Nikki. Even if the bike is the fan favorite, everyone has a personal story to each moment in effect. My ranking will be completely different from yours, and that is okay. I love hearing people's own stories of the game and their personal attachment to each effect. It's amazing how one game can impact so many. And remember, even if I said something negative about your favorite effect, know that I still love the game and respect your opinion. So yeah, that's the ranking. This last part is nothing about Yume Nikki, so those who click for that, click off now. We good? Okay. So I wanted to say, after this video drops, this channel will go on a break to figure some things out. Namely, transitioning Backlogged is the main non-YouTube place I hang out to Steam. I recommend going to my Steam once I start making reviews. Speaking of, I know mini game reviews is in a tough spot. What I had going was draining, and when I come back, I want to be more slower with the reviews. Lastly, in terms of long forms, it seems you all want more villain videos, which is great to hear. However, I will probably put a non-villain video now and again. A normal schedule could look something like this. Well, thanks for coming to my little TED Talk, thanks for your support, and thank you for watching.